Hi everyone, happy Thursday. It is Chamber Perk Thursday here at the Chamber. We are here at Judas Camp with owner and proprietor Esteban Ramos. Wasn't sure if it was Ramos or Ramos.
Yep.
And they are our Chamber Perk of the Week. They're actually located 2 doors down from the Chamber offices here on Bank Street. They're at 65 Bank Street in Waterbury. And the Chamber Perk this week is 20% off the first 3 months of private music lessons. So if you're out there wanting to learn a new instrument, or if you have a child who wants to pick up an instrument and learn, contact Esteban and he will walk you through the process, set you up with a music program, and you can learn how to play an instrument. And not only is it just for kids, but it's for anybody of all ages.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
you range from
like as early as a mature 4-year-old.
Okay.
Start teaching them like musical concepts and exploring notes and stuff like that.
Okay.
All the way up till retirees. I've had people that had just finished retiring. They wanted to pick up a new instrument.
Cool.
And they're in their 60s and they need a new hobby. So they've come to me and I said, hey, you're welcome.
Awesome. So how long have you been in this space?
So we've been in this space at 65 Bank Street for 2.5 years.
Okay. All right.
So we came in January 2018.
Okay.
So this January, February, will be 3 years that we've actually been here.
Awesome. Yeah.
So
obviously you have a love of music. Otherwise you wouldn't be doing what you're doing.
Sure.
When did you start playing an instrument? Like when did the music bug get a hold of you?
Yeah, I think I was born with like 2 drumsticks in my hand. No,
Really? Might have hurt coming out.
right. No, so at the age of 2, I started developing kind of like the interest in music and rhythm and banging on pots and pans. I grew up in a Spanish household, so we used to have these like green like saltine cracker jars.
Okay.
Green, and so I would take. My mom would take the lids off and empty them, flip them inside out, and
over.
Flip them over. Get like a coat hanger and hang the lid as like a symbol.
Oh, really?
And that would be like my drum set.
Oh,
and
cool.
Then, like at the age of 3, she bought me my first drum set, and then I started kind of
her first pair of earplugs.
Right, and her first pair of earplugs. Just continue to develop the interest and the love for it. By the age of 5, I was playing in my local church.
Oh, awesome. Wow.
Playing drums in my local church as a musician,
cool.
And then continue to just develop from there.
That's awesome. Awesome. So you talked about the drums. What is, and we've had other musicians on. We've had Quinn Mitchell. We've had Tom from Thrive Drumming. Tom's a drummer, Quinn's a saxophonist, but it seems like you have a huge spectrum of musical instruments.
Sure.
What's your favorite one to play?
Woo!
I know it's like trying to pick your favorite child.
So, because they're all different, right?
Exactly.
So, drums was like my first love. It was like the introduction to like music and rhythm. I definitely feel like I can sit down at a piano though and express myself more. I can definitely kind of approach it from like an aggressive standpoint depending on how I'm feeling, or softer standpoint if I'm kind of just relaxed and hanging out that day. So drums, I kind of, that's my go-to, but piano, I would say I can definitely express myself more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's like, I love my oldest daughter a certain way, but
my
youngest daughter.
I totally get that. And what you talk about playing instruments and having kids or even adults pick up an instrument and learn how to play. What are some of the benefits? And it seems like it's the same question that I always ask our musicians whenever we do the Chamber Perk. And they all seem to give a different answer, which is great. What are some of the benefits of playing a musical instrument?
So the benefits of playing a musical instrument, there's so many, but to name a few, for example, reading and comprehension.
Okay.
So music opens up the brain to a different area of understanding, and it really kind of brings things to life for you, right? And you're able to emotionally connect. Like there's even studies that people that have Alzheimer's and people that have
Okay.
dementia. Like you play a certain sound or a certain rhythm, and it brings back to memory something that might have happened that's attached to that sound or that rhythm. Like
Okay.
music is so powerful. And then like with my kids, I love teaching. I mean, that's one of the main focuses here at Judas Camp. We're
Yep.
a music school, and we emphasize on teaching the kids and like emphasize on like when I talk to the parents, I'm always like, listen, there's such a great benefit because of the comprehension and reading, right?
Mhm.
Because they have to understand what's on the paper in
Right.
front of them on the sheet music, but then they also have to articulate it. They also have to be able to comprehend it and then be able to play it.
Right.
So it really opens up the brain and it really opens up the mind to being able to like do more than one thing at a certain given time.
Yep.
I love my drum students because sometimes I'm asking them to do 4 different things with each limb, as Tom probably
Yep.
is
Oh,
very
absolutely.
aware.
Yeah.
You know that each limb could be doing something completely separate. So you have to be reading all of that separately, putting it together, and then actually.
I took drums when I was in grammar school and junior high, and it did not go well. I mean, I can sit, I can look at a sheet of music and be like, okay, that's music, but like I don't think I could even comprehend trying to read music now.
Right.
It's just, it's been so long, but I can remember having the drum pad and like
Yeah.
trying to play, and in junior high to be in the band, you had to take a test, and my music teacher who I had from grammar school into junior high, it was cool to have the same teacher. The test was to do the theme song to the Flintstones.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the music going, I have no idea what I'm doing. So in my head I'm going, meet the Flintstones, and she goes, just stop. What are you doing? I go, I'm playing the theme song. She goes, no. So it's definitely the drums being a very hand-eye coordinated instrument, like most instruments are, but like you said, you're doing like 4 or 5 different things at once. So it definitely does create that skill for individuals. So
for sure.
yeah. So what so tell us a little bit more about Judas Camp. What programs do you offer?
Sure.
If someone was to come and contact you, either visiting your website, clicking on the banner ad that's on our chamber website, giving you a call, what types of programs do you offer?
Sure. So we offer private music lessons. That's
Okay.
probably like one of our biggest hits. Private music lessons. We also offer group sessions.
Okay.
So recently we've developed a couple of programs, a couple of group sessions for homeschooled kids.
Okay.
A lot of homeschooled kids don't actually get music education as part of their curriculum.
All
so
right.
the parents are usually having to kind of run around and see, well, who can I go to for
Right.
a music program? So we've developed Intro to Music course, which is 6 weeks long.
Okay.
Which covers like the basics of notes, basics of rhythm. We go into creating melodies with these notes, and then essentially like towards the end creating your own song. Also taking them through Recorder, so teaching them how to actually hands-on put this into application, right? Which is a really good, I think it's a good starting point for a lot of children. But we're also doing like group rhythm sessions where we're actually playing
Cool.
notes. I have them like writing rhythm patterns on the board
neat.
and stuff like that. Yeah, so super cool. We also so if you look kind of like behind me, you see all of this.
It's not necessarily a classroom that you that you would sit and learn in. It looks like you've got a mixing studio here.
Yeah. So on top of the music school, we also offer a full production music recording studio. Where the kids, if interested, can actually even come in here and learn music production, learn how to create a song, how to put it together, how to layer different sounds together to create this production, right? And then like just the process, everything that's involved in creating, capturing sound at the source and stuff like that.
Oh, cool. So you're not only teaching people how to play an instrument, but then how to then turn around and produce that into an actual song or CD, album, what have you. So if there are individuals out there that say, oh, I really love music, but I just can't get the grasp of playing the instrument, but I can get involved in the production and getting getting it out there,
Absolutely.
you're an avenue that allows
Absolutely.
people to learn that, which is really,
Yes.
really cool.
Yeah.
So, I guess last question is, how do they get in contact with you
Sure.
if they want to come to Judas Camp? And
Sure.
also, how'd you come up with the name Judas Camp?
So I grew up. So I'm actually I'm very involved in the church.
Okay.
Right. So I taught privately for many years.
All right.
I took about 2 years off from 2016 to 2018. I took 2 years of rest
Yeah.
from teaching because I would go to your home. So I was traveling a lot from home to
Gotcha.
home. So when I decided to start teaching again,
Yeah.
I said, well, it'd be nice if I was able to have a facility where people can come to me.
Mhm.
So instead of me traveling, I make the parents travel. No, I'm just
Right.
kidding.
Yeah.
Right? So they come to me.
Exactly.
I have a fixed location. I feel like it's a little bit more professional to have a location, to have a facility.
Yep.
So I always, thought of like the concept of a camp.
Yep.
Right, where people come to one place and they're learning or they're creating a community, like creating a community of something, right?
Yep.
So, and then while in church, because I'm a worship leader,
Okay.
so during one service, they, prayed over me, and one of the pastors said, Judah. Judah's actually, Judah means praise,
Okay.
which is music and celebration,
Yep.
and right. So I was like, wow, Judah's camp, like a praise camp, like a place where people can come to not only learn how to play music, but to also cultivate like an atmosphere or a community
Yep.
of musicians, of singers, of people. So our motto is discover your sound.
Cool.
So you don't come here just to like learn how to play an instrument. Like we help you really to discover, because some people like they start off on the piano and then they transition over to guitar and then let me try vocals, let me try drums, right?
Yep.
And that's all cool, and we love that, but we really want to be able to help you discover that internal kind of like sound, and what does Esteban sound like through a piano? What does Dave sound like through a drum set? What
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Gotcha.
helping people discover their sound, helping people to like really cultivate like this, so like the atmosphere of kind of just like being able to play music and then teach as well. So
Oh,
that's
cool.
where the camp kind of comes in.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's kind of like where the name came from.
Great, great. All right, so again, we are here at Judas Camp, located 65 Bank Street in Waterbury. We're here with Esteban
Ramos.
I almost said Ramos. I want to make sure I say your name.
Tomato.
Yeah, I want to make sure I say it right. Again, the Chamber Perk this week is 20% off 3 months of private music lessons, and the offer actually ends at the end of the year. Another one of our great end of year Chamber Perks that we've been doing a lot of lately. So if you're looking for an early Christmas present for someone, or a birthday present, Hanukkah present, Kwanzaa present, any type of present, you can use this all the way until the end of the year, which is great. And having someone learn a musical instrument may open up the doors and open up that person and bring out a part of their personality that you didn't know existed. So again, contact him at 203-907-7389. You can go online at judascamp.com. Click on the banner ad on our website, or click on the link that is in the comment field below. And again, thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
It's great to meet our neighbors. It's great to meet new members. And again, come check them out. Take advantage of this great offer.
Great.
Again, thanks for having us, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks so much.
Bye.